Stop! You're not getting anywhere with this, Von Borchert.
You know, I kind of get the same feeling, my dear Sarah. Listen. Nothing. Not a sound. No one's coming to save you.
That's what you think. The Golden Order knows exactly where we are.
By the time your ridiculous secret society turns up, I'll be long gone. As for you, nothing will remain of your body.
If you touch a single hair on my mother's head, I'll skin you alive.
You know, Louis, I have no intention of beating your dear mother. There are more persuasive ways of making you talk.
Huh?
You've stolen something from me that I intend to get back. Where have you hidden it?
Von Borchert, you can't sell that book on the black market anymore. This is finished.
We know you're planning on selling at one of Lord Mortimer's parties. All right? Just tell us who the buyer is and we can make a deal.
You've no idea of the trouble you've gotten yourselves into.
No idea. Oh.
Oh, but you will tell me where it's hidden. I can promise you that.
I won't tell you.
Stop annoying our host, Louis. Son, didn't what happened to you in Rome teach you anything?
This mom
Just a
really
few
told me to
more
stop.
minutes and my concoction will be ready.
Oh, it wouldn't help.
With this, your bodies will dissolve in less than 4 hours. You'll see. It loosens tongues in no time.
You know, I have to admit, Mother, the only thing you've ever taught me is that damn motto of yours. Always remain rational. And open. I got it. I've opened our shackles.
Draw him over here. I'll take care of him.
Von Borchert! Von Borchert! Listen. Let's make a deal. I'll tell you where the book is if you let my mother go free.
Oh, what are you playing at?
Don't worry, Mother.
You want to play the hero. Pity you're not in any position to do so. For the last time. Where is Al-Azif?
Let me do this. Trust me.
She mentioned a society. They say they know where we are. This guy has power right now.
For God's sake, Louis, I told you to let me do it. Let me see.
You know, I was in control of the situation, Mother.
Oh, tell that to your nose. It's because of this kind of reaction that I prefer to work alone.
You ought to learn to trust me, Mother. Can't you be happy for once? We finally cracked the Von Borchert case?
He was just a middleman. He would have been more useful alive. How many times must I tell you? You must never put your life on the line for me. You're much more important than you can ever imagine. Right, let's go now.
Well done, Mother. You just had to pick up Von Burchard's trail on your own, didn't you? You ditched me in Paris with no explanation, and off you go to infiltrate one of the world-renowned receptions of this Lord Mortimer? And now he writes me to say that you've gone missing on his private island? Which, by the way, looks more like a big rock than a paradise island. The least he could do is explain to me how he managed to lose you. In any case, it is time for you to stop all this, Mother. It no longer suits your age. Well, I'm sure I'll find you once again, slogging through the caves beneath the island, searching for some long-lost mystical object that you just can't live without. I'm already hating this trip, and all I've done is think
Contrary
about
to
it.
what one may be able to imagine, it was not the host himself who invited me.
Well now, Duchess, we find ourselves both invited by Sir Holm.
Well, how very amusing. Perhaps we have some common interests, Your Eminence. Is this your first time at one of Lord Mortimer's legendary parties?
Oh no, we have been friends since long ago. But as I'm doing some business with Sir Holm, the invitation came from him.
Well, I simply can't wait for all the festivities to begin.
And you, good sir, what brings you here?
Lord Mortimer asked me to join him. We have some business to take care of.
Oh, how mysterious. You adapt quickly, my son. You get along here like a fish in water. Would you believe that we are all here hoping to solve our personal issues? You'll see.
Right. I doubt that you came here to look for your mother, Your Eminence.
Anyway, consider yourself fortunate, young man, because there are many who dream of simply one day setting foot on this island, and only a very few ever make it. Indeed, I imagine this must be your first time here.
That's right. Until now, I've never been invited by Lord Mortimer.
You'll see. You won't soon forget it.
Given what I've seen so far, I wish I'd been passed over.
Come, Duchess. They are waiting for us.
We're moving, Monsieur de Richet, if you would like to join us.
I'm coming, Duchess. A cardinal? A duchess? I wonder if all the guests here are this prestigious. If I'd known, I would have gone for a better suit.
Are you all right?
Skin shake. Oh.
Mother? Oh, shit.
Oh.
Your hand!
Oh, gosh. I thought it was a seizure, but no, it's a vision.
So,
Okay, it's done.
did you put it in a safe place?
Yes. I made sure no one was following me. Don't worry, Sarah, no one's going to find it.
So, wow.
Are you absolutely sure?
Yes, I'm sure.
Right. Just one thing left to do.
No, Mother, no, don't!
What? Have you lost your mind?
There's no other way.
If you kill me, you won't find it.
That is the point, my dear. No one must ever put their hands on it again.
No. But I trusted you.
No, Sarah, don't! No. No! You can run if you want to, Sarah, but you will pay.
Whoa. You could run if you want, Sarah? So, it's worse?
Phew.
Louis, are you all right? What's going on?
It's a big thing to notice that she didn't know his name.
Here, take this.
I'm sorry.
Keep it. Are you better?
I'm fine. Don't worry.
Louis doesn't seem to know her. How does she know him?
It's getting late. Why don't you go on ahead and I'll catch up with you, okay?
Are you sure?
Yes! I'm sorry. I'm sure, yes.
Fine.
I definitely have to find Mother quickly. Am I going crazy or
Or what? This can't be real. The Duchess arrived with me. What's happening to me, for God's sake? I absolutely need to find you, Mother.
Well, okay, we'll go up to the manor.
Louis, during the trip, I had something I wanted to ask you, but we didn't happen to run into each other.
Yes, Duchess?
I'm not sure if you remember, but we've met before. At that time, you were of two minds as to your choice of career. Tell me, what have you been up to since?
Okay. Diplomats. The diplomat shines in society. A talented speaker, he avoids faux pas, and he can convince those with whom he is talking without offending them. Politics is his field of predilection. Politics, etiquette, linguistics, conviction, and diversion. Alright. Skills. Oh, that's good. Manipulation, occultism, erudition, scientists, subterfuges. Okay. The occultist is a master of deception, convinced of the importance of knowledge. He has acquired extensive expertise in science and arts, using others to achieve his own ends and does not bother him. Okay. Detective, questioning, vigilance, psychology, agility, and logic. The detective excels in investigation. He is trained to notice every detail in his surroundings as well as in people he questions. A hands-on man, he does not shy away from the direct approach. Well, I'm gonna pick this one. A detective unlocks questioning, vigilance, logic, psychology, and agility skills. You now have 7 effort points to use your skills. Your pass grants you 1 skill point in conviction and 1 skill point in manipulation. I'm gonna put a point here. Point in this one too. And this.
Well, over the last few years, I've solved a number of crime cases. Like the chauffeur d'Angers, for example. Thieves that tortured their victims with burning embers.
Charming. How did you catch them?
I told the most cowardly one that the others had given him up.
Ah, and I wager your thief suddenly started to talk.
You wouldn't believe it. He told us everything. The jobs, the stashes, the names of his partners. Couldn't shut him up.
I heard about that case, but I didn't know you were the one who solved it.
I'm flattered that the news made it across the channel. And you've got a darn good memory, Duchess.
Well, they say I have the memory of 2 people. But please, call me Emily.
Fine, Emily. Tell me, I was actually helped on that case by my mother. You wouldn't know her by any chance?
Wait, Louis. We've already met. You do remember me, don't you?
We've already met? Not at all. So, lie to her? Not at all. Sorry. What the hell?
Please excuse me, madam. I'm sure we've met before, but I don't remember where.
I appreciate your honesty, even if it's not very flattering for me.
I imagine that with your beauty, madam, it's the first time a man hasn't remembered your face.
Well, I must say you make up for yourself rather elegantly.
Please stop torturing me. I'm completely at your mercy. Where have we met?
4 years ago, in London,
No. Sorry, I don't remember.
in the office of William Pitt. Remember? No?
I'm so sorry, Emily, but I really don't remember you.
Let's drop it, Louis. It doesn't matter. Right,
Alright.
time to go to the manor.
Seems like there's something there. Your skills, opportunities. Your skill allows you to discover hidden details. Select the object that is most suggestive of the situation in order to discover them. Opportunities do not consume effort points. To access the skill required for the situation, you just need to unlock it. Okay, validation. What's this? What's go? Oh, okay.
I ask her a question, she answers with another. Is she playing with me?
Damn it! No, that's more than that. Okay, personality. There's so much more than just that. There was 2 white things. I noticed one on her neck. Okay, personality. Each person you meet on the island has their own personality, which makes them vulnerable to certain skills and immune to others. Exploiting their personality is crucial to achieve your personal goals. Skills. used against immunities will not succeed and leave you exhausted. Meanwhile, exploited vulnerabilities will give you 1 effort point back. Push the touchpad to access immunity review. Okay.
Emily, please excuse my insisting, but you still haven't answered about my mother. Do you know her?
You'll see, Louis. Everybody here knows Sarah de Richet.
I don't know where we're going like this, Emily, but you're connected to my mother one way or another. And if
I
I,
had that
can believe my
provision.
vision, you don't have much of a place in her heart.
This guy knew it. You obtain talents when carrying out certain actions. Remember to review their unlock conditions as effects as they offer very interesting improvements. Review all talents in a dedicated tab of the menu. There's nothing over here. There shouldn't be anything over here. I just came from this way. Oh, so I have 7 effort points at the bottom there. That's my points. Nothing here.
Good evening, sir. May I ask your name, please?
Louis Moras de Richet.
Monsieur de Richet. Delighted to welcome you among us, sir. You must be Sarah de Richet's son. I must tell you we are doing our utmost to find your mother as quickly as possible.
Well, this guy is talking about the mom.
I have an
should ask about
appointment with
this.
Lord Mortimer. Would you be so kind as to lead me to him?
Unfortunately, sir, I cannot. I don't know exactly where my master is. But rest assured, sir, everyone is waiting for you at the manor. Sir Holm insists on welcoming you in person. Since your mother went missing, everyone has been concerned about finding her.
Who is Sir Holm?
A close friend of Lord Mortimer's. Please, rest assured, sir, it won't take us long to find your revered mother. Indeed, we are searching the quays again because lights were seen at the wharf just last night.
Where we are now?
Indeed, sir. According to our information, lights were seen in the middle of the night, sir. After verification, none of the guests seem to have left the manor last night. We think that perhaps Sir's mother was here.
Sir's mother was here. Oh. The skills game give you access to unique choices and actions at the cost of effort points. The higher your skill level, the lower the cost is of effort points. So I don't have to do anything, if anything else. Browse your skills by using that. Okay.
And did you find anything then?
We discovered a certain amount of damage, sir.
Wait, I want to read that. Vulnerability, questioning, to be discovered.
On the wooden part of the wharf.
What type of damage?
Discovered.
Broken barrels, mainly. We'll do whatever is necessary to have them rapidly repaired. But quite frankly, I can't imagine what Sir's mother would have been doing with them.
What could Mother have been doing with barrels?
Nevertheless, our search of the wharf hasn't been entirely unsuccessful, though.
What do you mean?
We seem to have found an object that would appear to belong to Sir's mother. A handkerchief. The handkerchief is embroidered with the initials S.D.R. We came to the conclusion that they are the initials of Sir's mother, Sarah de Richet. I have orders to give it to Lord Mortimer as soon as I see him.
I know my mother. She's not the kind to go for a midnight stroll on the wharf for nothing. I've got to find out what the hell she was doing here. Where exactly did you find the handkerchief?
On the landing dock, sir. The one you arrived by.
On a landing dock. Let me have the handkerchief. You'll give me the handkerchief. You will kindly give me the handkerchief. Well,
Give me the handkerchief. I'll personally show it to Lord Mortimer.
Well,
I've traveled hard for several days in order to get here.
Yes, but...
Invited by your master.
No, of course, but...
Because my mother went missing right under your nose.
Sir, please.
And having only just arrived, you refused to give me her personal belongings?
Of course not, sir. It was never my intention to contradict, sir. Here you are.
exactly. Why
I
would you
must
keep it?
return now. It is still much to prepare in order to welcome all the guests.
This guy.
It is indeed your handkerchief, Mother.
He must have come here for a specific reason. I need to know what it is. Let's think. What could she have been doing out here on this wharf?
Okay.
Must be an incredible view from up there. Impossible to set foot on the island without being seen from 300 meters away.
Oh, just give me a cutscene, why don't ya? That's this.
Looks like a bar from an old gate. This miserable old bar has been broken fairly recently. The edges are still clean, and the tip is blackened. Without analysis to the contrary, I put my money on cannon powder.
I'm gonna take this bar.
This might just come in handy.
Okay.
A sack of seeds. It's unopened. No one seems to have used any.
There's that. Well, I'm gonna go look over here before I get that. The sensitivity is low. Nothing here? Nothing here. Just that. Oh, this.
Let's see what's hidden inside.
Oof. Difficulty 3, but logic, but that's because my logic level is 1. Bruh.
Let's look.
I shouldn't. The envelope has videograms on it. His Eminence, Samuel Richter. That's not me. That's not him. Those are envelopes I shouldn't read, but like in the game, it's like it's empty too. Okay, I'm gonna stand over here. This rope.
Some rope. Apparently no one's touched it for a good long time.
Is he gonna say the same thing about this rope? Royal jelly restores cannot carry more than 5. Okay. Luggages. Oh, not luggage.
This chest might belong to Duchess Hillsborough.
That chest might belong to Duchess Hill.
Looks like the barrel's been broken for quite some time.
I wanted to go over here early before he gave me that cutscene to talk to the servant. Hey, is that where the bar is missing? No, that's not a missing bar.
Locked. I'll never get it open barehanded.
Use it. Use iron bar.
Clearly, I'm not much for manual labor. Let's see if I can get it open another way.
Alright, I see. Force it open with bar. I'm not gonna break it. I could break the stick.
A wooden floorboard. Judging by the splinters of the wood, this floorboard has been ripped up. It was in decent condition. I wonder why someone ripped it up. What's the point of doing this?
Probably comes from this part of the wharf. The wood is slightly eaten away, of course, but it still would have been fine if it weren't smashed.
Right. So that wood's been taken off the floor, but wait. I'm not gonna get there. Something new?
Hey, there's something not right about this floorboard. It's different from the rest. Somebody replaced it recently. It looks like it's fixed pretty solidly in place. It's going to be tough to rip it out of here.
No, it won't be tough. Use the bar. Don't waste the points. Nice.
That does it. Let's see what's hidden inside.
There's a book and also a bag.
A
The
book.
Mysterium Cosmographicum. I know that book well. Mother used to read passages from it to me all the time.
And judging from what I can see, it's the same one as hers.
I found Mother's
Crying out
book.
loud! What's happened to you, Mother?
Yes. Okay, manuscripts. Manuscripts allow you to educate yourself during during the adventure. At the start of each quest, you can choose what to read and gain permanent skill points. At the start of each quest.
Let's look inside the bag. A little food, a few toiletries, a small key, and some kind of black powder.
Okay, let's see. Examine the food.
Some fruit, a piece of bacon, and some bread. The fruit's still firm.
Yeah.
Bread's a bit stale. From the smell, this food's been here roughly 2 days. And if it's rationed, there's enough left to last 2 more days.
Okay. The
Shit,
food.
those are definitely my mother's things. I recognize her hairpins. This bag smells of her perfume. A piece of soap, some oils, and her powder puff. What does all this mean? The bottom of the bag is covered in black powder.
Oh, that's it? Okay, this is the powder.
An iron key completely rusted.
Take the key.
You never know. It might be useful. I hope Mother wasn't counting on it.
It sucks, Mom, but I'm gonna take the bag.
Just in case, I'll take it all. I'll give it back to Mother when I see her.
Like, Mom.
Crying out loud. Why did you hide supplies in the middle of nowhere, Mother?
Yeah, Mom, it
What's
sucks,
going
but I
on
picked
here?
up your stash.
You obviously feel like you're in danger.
Can I open the door with this key? Use that key. Bruh.
There we are.
Easy. Amber fragment. You just found an amber fragment. Each time you pick one up, you increase your maximum effort points by 1.
Amber. This wharf is used as storage for a lot of barrels.
Examine the broken
What
barrel.
have we here? It's cannon powder.
Cannon powder.
It's unusable now. I don't know what the person who left this barrel like this had in mind, but it's a waste.
It's a waste.
This looks like a pistol case, but it's empty. I don't know if this has anything to do with you, Mother, but if it does, at least now you're armed. Just like in my vision. And none of it's telling me anything useful.
Right.
Apparently, someone on this island has gone through a whole lot of trouble to arm themselves. I really must find you, dear Mother, and quickly too.
Anything else here? Time to go up the manor.
A Latin inscription.
I can't read it.
Annesis, mi fili quantilia produncia
I guess I
mundus
could read it.
regatur.
Oh, easy to translate. God damn it. It's like that, bro. I couldn't read it because I don't know linguistics.
How did Mortimer manage to build his manor at the top of a rocky outcrop?
Oh. Okay. Consult your journal frequently to check immunities and vulnerabilities. Jeez. Supposed to be Seuss?
Impressive.
Ah, my son. I was looking for you.
Why?
What can I do for you, Your Eminence?
Oh.
I
better.
wanted to ask you. You are the son of Sara de Rice, aren't you? You see, your mother and I were supposed to meet here on this very spot. I was supposed to hand her a very important envelope. But I haven't seen her.
If only Mother had told me why she was coming here. Anyway,
Persuade Pyagi to
I ought to take the envelope. It might have something to do with her disappearance. Listen, if it will help, you can always give it to me.
Three blunders left during confrontations. During a confrontation, you have to go through several steps while being as persuasive as possible. Confrontations have consequences on the rest of the story, so don't hesitate to use your skills. Okay. Each confrontation displays an interface showing how much the person you are talking to is convinced.
Well, thank you, my son. I'll bear that in mind. I'd rather deal with her directly. Don't take it personally. Would you happen to know if your mother has arrived yet?
Dude. Would you happen to know if your mother has arrived? This guy. Oh, that's just too simple. That's just really. I have to convince him.
Certainly, Your Eminence. Mother got here some time ago. I was hoping to find her when I arrived, but given the hour, she must be asleep by now.
Right. I shall see her tomorrow.
By the way, Your Eminence, I wasn't aware you knew my mother.
Ah, if you only knew, my son. I hold your mother in the highest regard. She has rendered great service to the church, and her help is invaluable. I hope that you will follow in her footsteps.
If only she had told me where she was headed.
Nonetheless, our exchanges have always been discreet, and I should like them to remain as such. If your mother wishes to speak to you about us one day, I will not mind if she does so.
That is very commendable. But since we work together on a daily basis, it's surely just an oversight.
Most certainly. You said you work together.
Step 2.
What do you do exactly?
Oh, shoot. We are members of the Golden Order. Okay. Well, I would tell him.
If you know my mother, you will understand that I cannot answer you, Your Eminence. I'm sorry, but...
Do not worry, my son. I perfectly understand, and I expected nothing less from you.
He's a secret
Discretion
person.
and secrecy are both pillars of the organizations for which we work. You are the worthy son of Sarah.
All the same, it bothers me to see you in a quandary, Your Eminence. Is there any other solution? Look, if it's of any help, you can always leave your envelope with me, and I'll give it to her as soon as I see her.
I hesitate. Up till now, we have always dealt with her in person, and that has always been successful.
Understood.
Do you think I should give it to you?
Wow. This guy. Oh, yes. Oof. It depends on what it contains.
Listen, you have nothing to fear. I will give your letter to my mother the moment I find her.
The moment you find her? You mean
That's
Sarah
not-
has gone missing?
That's not it.
Shit, I shouldn't have said that.
Oh.
Let's not exaggerate, Your Eminence. I have no other information at this time. It's probably nothing.
Listen to me, my child. If I give you the letter, can you promise me before God that no one other than your mother will read it?
Confrontation. Last step. For the last step of a confrontation, you must convince the person you are talking to by giving a positive answer. If you give a bad answer, the step will repeat itself. So you either give a right one, oh my god, or have no blunders left. If you fail.
I swear by the Almighty God to honor the promise that no one but my mother shall cast her gaze upon your letter.
Good. Listen, let's stop there. I'm going to tell you a secret, Monsieur Delice. Your mother and I are organizing the escape of a large number of French priests who face a massacre organized by the accursed Republican tribunals. The church is literally being bled like a beast. Without your mother, hundreds of men of the cloth would have gone to the guillotine. She has made the services of your order available to us by organizing the priests' safe passage across the borders. Even if she does not share all our convictions, she always provided assistance. Young man,
So she helped him
you
escape.
can be proud to be her son. Be it only for her sake. Always respect your name. Here, the letter I spoke of. It includes a list of about 15 names ready for departure. Be quick. Remember
he
to
told me.
tell Sarah when you see her that time is short.
Well played. I'll decide later when I'm alone whether to look at what it contains.
It's just names, but many clues and items are held hidden. Some of them will have an impact on your inventory, so do not hesitate to look for them. Item, it's sealed, and he knows. So that specific phrase, sealed, means a lot. Go back near. What's up here? Devil's Thorn grants you the exalted state. You'll temporarily see the immunities and vulnerabilities affecting a dialogue choice in a conversation. You cannot carry more than 5.
Devil's Thorn. I'll keep it.
I don't want to go to them yet. Can I open the store? I cannot open the store. I can go here. There's nothing there to grab.
Blind Oedipus. Blinded himself. What a tragic destiny.
I remember that book.
Crucifixion of St. Peter. He was crucified upside down, out of humility. Surprising for an entrance hall.
St. Peter, wow, crucified upside down. And this, oh, what is that?
Saturn devouring his son. Good God, how awful.
Oh.
Everything in this painting is disturbing. It's the first time I've seen brushstrokes like this.
Mm-hmm. Saturn devouring his son. Okay. I'm gonna wait at the table. Chair.
Fall of the Damned by Rubens. The man who cannot achieve the salvation of God the Father is offered to fall into the depths of the abyss.
Oh.
Maybe I should introduce myself to the other guests first.
No, I will not.
I thought my chimney was big, but this one is beyond belief.
It's the least one can say. I've been longing for a warm fire for ages.
Since I set foot on the island, I haven't ventured more than 2 yards away from it.
Have you also just arrived?
Oh, late morning, I'd say.
Louis, come join us. Monsieur, may I introduce you to Monseigneur His Eminence, Cardinal Piaggi. He joins us straight from Rome.
Oh, just call me Your Eminence. It's simple.
George Washington, President of the United States of America.
Delighted at last to make your acquaintance, Mr. President.
Pleased to meet you, Mr. President. Louis Moras de Riche. It is an honor to meet you.
Young man, let's keep it simple, please.
That is George
Let us
Washington.
forget our fancy titles. Nice to meet you, Louis.
I should imagine you never thought you'd be in such company.
I must admit that I didn't. It's the first time that I've ever met so many illustrious personalities.
And you haven't seen anything yet. Generally, when Lord Mortimer organizes one of his receptions, there are over a dozen people here.
They can't all be here yet, and you'll see, most of the time there's only the upper crust.
And I noticed you were already getting to know His Eminence at the entrance. It's the perfect place to build up a network. What were you talking about, if you forgive my indiscretion?
At the risk of disappointing you, we weren't conspiring in our corner, sir. His Eminence was simply telling me that he knew my mother and how much he held her in high esteem.
It so happens that Monsieur de Riche's mother is to join us.
Oh, pity. No scrumptious gossip or juicy tidbits, unmentionable secrets, or even money matters. But you'll see, it will come. Despite all the goodwill in the world, you can't stop people scheming left and right around here.
Speak for yourself, sir.
Well, my friends, do any of you know the reason why we're here this time?
Not in the slightest. As for me, I've been invited by Sir Holm, a close friend of Lord Mortimer, but I do not know the reason why.
You see, Louis, every time Lord Mortimer organizes a reception, he always finds a moment to set up a chat with all the guests.
During which time we remake the world.
Accompanied by gallons of absinthe and cussing. I'll leave you to imagine the result.
So, if I understand rightly, Monsieur de Richet, you've come out here to join your mother. For what reason, exactly?
Like you, Mr. President, I'm here as a result of Lord Mortimer's invitation.
2 members of the same family here. That is rare.
You know what they say. You can pick your nose, but you can't pick your family.
Seriously, though, I know your mother well. Stay behind with me afterwards, and we'll take a moment to speak about her.
Good Lord. Washington is wearing the emblem of the Grand Master of the Golden Order. It's the highest distinction of the Order in the United States. It puts him on par with my mother. He must really know his stuff when it comes to the occult.
Good evening, my friends.
Holy shit. That's the man for my vision.
An urgent case has delayed our host, Lord Mortimer. He can't be present this evening, and he sends his deepest apologies.
He's asked me here and he hasn't even turned up? Great start. Do you know that man?
Sir Gregory Holm, an English aristocrat. Very influential. He's also close to Lord Mortimer. So don't be surprised if he acts like he's at home.
And now, my dear guests, a light meal is served in the small salon. For those who would like to, you're invited to follow me into the next room.
My dear fellow, you must have read my thoughts. I shall follow.
We'll have to be careful not to make too much noise. One of Lord Mortimer's guests is relaxing.
Oh, we shall be quiet.
Don't take it the wrong way, Sir Holm, but I have already eaten. Thus, I shall be happy to remain by the fireside.
If you don't mind, Gregory, I should like to keep Mr. Washington company.
Please feel at home. And you, sir?
If I stay with Washington, we'll be able to speak about my mother. But on the other hand, I'd like to learn more about this home. I saw him in my vision.
I'm thinking to either find out more about the Golden Order, because that will relate to what happens to his mom.
Let's see what Washington has to say. Sir, if you don't mind, I shall stay here.
Do exactly as you please, young man.
Louis, thank you for staying. Just like you, when I arrived this morning, I found out that Sarah had gone missing. I know your mother well. Don't worry. Emily is from the English branch of the Golden Order.
And President Washington is in fact the leader of the Order in the United States.
I didn't know.
Sorry to have made you wait, but I didn't want to speak in front of the others.
You did well. Secrecy and discretion are the pillars of our organization.
If I can help in any way at all, please don't hesitate to ask, my lad. And if you have any other questions, now's the time.
I got other questions.
And you, Emily, what do you think of my mother?
I only know her through the Order. The one time we met, We only exchanged a few words in a corridor of Parliament.
And was the exchange courteous or impassioned?
I'm not sure if I understand.
Was there any reason for her to be angry with you?
Under other circumstances, I would slap your face for even asking, but I'll put your lack of tact down to her disappearance. Know that your mother is a woman I would love to work with. Her reputation is entirely deserved. Mr. Washington will be able to tell you more.
Mr. Washington, you seem to be very familiar with my mother.
Where did you first meet her?
I met Sarah during the War of Independence on American soil. She was introduced to me by a mutual acquaintance, and I must say that her sound advice prevented me from making some terrible mistakes. She may not be a soldier, but believe me, she deserves a statue as much as Lafayette does.
Well, I didn't see that one coming. There's no doubt Mother has many secrets that are still hidden. Right. Would it be too much if I asked you a few more questions?
Not at all. Go ahead. But I can't promise I'll remember everything.
May I ask, when you saw each other, what did you talk about? My mother has always been fascinated by strange powers. Did she talk to you about anything like that?
Yes. Her facility for discerning truths from rumor served me well. Such as preventing massacres, like the one at Salem, from happening again. Or convincing people that horsemen cannot ride around without heads. What was it that she used to say now?
Keep an open and logical mind?
Yes, that's it.
Thank you, sir. I was hoping to speak with Lord Mortimer. At least now I have some information, thanks to you.
I repeat, Lord Mortimer is a man of his word. You won't be disappointed. And I am persuaded that your mother's research is his main concern.
Do the others in the order know? Do you think? What if Mother has left the island? And I am persuaded that your mother's research... Okay, so she wouldn't leave. She wouldn't be gone. She'd still be here. And they would know because, you know, with the boat telling them and everything. And he has a vision.
Mother still is at the head of the Golden Order. I find it difficult to believe that she came to this island without notifying the other members.
As for myself, I did not know. I am here at the request of Sir Holm, a situation regarding the Crown of England to resolve, and to see what Lord Mortimer has to propose to us.
As for me, Lord Mortimer asked me here to speak about the future of America. I did not know that your mother would even be among us. In any case, no one has yet mentioned associating the Order.
We haven't found many clues yet.
Don't worry, Louis. I'm sure nothing bad has happened to her.
Yes, I hope not.
Careful, they're coming back.
Mother's Day? Wow, she just showed up.
Well, I am impressed with all this splendor.
But don't spend too much time with Mr. Washington, my dear, or you'll lose your pretty accent. You seem to be intrigued by that statue.
Absolutely. It is remarkable.
Lord Mortimer is fond of atypical works of art. I won't disguise the fact that I find it all a little megalomaniacal. But I must say, he does have some outstanding pieces.
Sir Holm,
I
who
did
is that
see
young
them.
lady with you?
Elizabeth Adams, Mr. President. She would have liked to have stayed with us, but the poor thing is exhausted.
Elizabeth Adams?
Just mentioning Elizabeth totally changed Washington's attitude. Looks like he just saw a ghost.
Miss Adams is here to rest. You have perhaps already come across her in the corridors. She arrived a few days ago.
I perceived her, but we weren't introduced.
Rest assured, she is not here for the same reasons as yourselves. Consequently, I'm counting on your indulgence.
Why is his head?
Washington looks surprised, but Holmes doesn't seem to see it. I wonder if he's being polite or if he really doesn't see his discomfort.
On that note, it's very late. You must be exhausted. The servant will accompany you to your rooms.
Good thing I hit the book.
Ladies, gentlemen, I bid you all good night. Mr. President, Your Eminence, Duchess, you have the same rooms as usual. You, Monsieur de Richet, will find your room at the end of the corridor.
Alright.
Well, my friends, I am bone tired. I am off to my bed. See you in the morning.
Good night, sir. I shall do likewise.
Louis, I shall see you in the morning. Sleep well.
Good night. See you tomorrow.
Oh man, it's been quite a day. Right, where is my room?
Go to my room. But first, let's investigate. It's over here. Oh, on accident. Collected. This? Lost coins in Mort, Lord.
Duchess Emily Hillsborough. A Chinese coin, recognizable by the hole in the middle. If I remember rightly, that's called a cash.
A cash?
Duke Manuel Godoy.
Duke?
Monsieur Napoleon Bonaparte.
Oh, Napoleon Bonaparte.
Monsieur Jacques Peru.
Jack Peru. Whole big fat nothing. Golden elixir. Curse. Cures all your negative alliteration. Cannot carry more than 5.
Golden elixir. A few leaves out of an old encyclopedia.
Yes, I'm gonna read this. The encyclopedia, 150 academics and scholars. Oosh, can that be a quick SL? Oh, I need all the pages to have that.
Decorum guide.
Rules of civility and decent behavior and etiquette, dude. I'm looking to pick it up now. There's no sign here. But there's stairs.
President George Washington.
Can't do anything? No, can't do anything. Said I found my room at the end of the corridor.
A Bazant. Monseigneur His Eminence Cardinal Piaggi. Huh, that's me. Right. So what shall I do with this letter? It might be about my mother's disappearance. But if I open it, I'll be betraying Piaggi's trust. What should I do? Damn. Can't wait to open it, but I gave my word to Piaggi, so... Too bad. I'll wait until I hand it to Mother.
Wow. Nice room. Mortimer sure doesn't do things halfway. Carmelite water will give me a little reprieve.
Saint Jerome and the Angel. Judith beheading Holofernes. Ironic in a way, when you know that the artist represented herself as Judith beheading her mentor, who had raped her. Judith beheading Holofernes. Ironic in a way, when you know that the artist represented herself as Judith beheading her mentor, who had raped her.
Saturn devouring his son. Again? I saw the same theme in the hall. I wouldn't like to be his son. The conversion of St. Paul, by Caravaggio. It's incredible. It doesn't look like a copy, but I was sure the original was in Rome. St. Francis of Assisi in ecstasy, before superior voices. It always amuses me to see how art gets used for propaganda purposes. Amber crystals. Inferno by Dante. Abandon hope, all ye who enter here.
Lovely lectures Mortimer is giving to his guests. Very jolly.
What? I did not find all the clues about my mother on the docks? I could have joined. I could have made an unexpected encounter. Okay, I guess. Objective completed. Whack. Huh. Huh. Okay. That's the one I'm gonna use. I'm also gonna be putting a point in this one. You can choose what to read during the adventure. Each manuscript you read confers skill points at the end of the quest. I'm gonna put a point in that. So it would be good to have an etiquette. I already have etiquette. So then in science, wait, just so one skill point. So it's like that.